welcome to this Pilates class, taking the opportunity to slow down and move with intentional movements, deep breathing to really reset the body. So this is going to be a calming session. We're going to be using some additional pieces of equipment for support. If you don't have them, that's okay. You can still do the class. Let's go ahead and begin laying onto your back on the mat in constructive rest. So that would be feet wide, knees gently braced in towards one another. Arms can be on the abdomen or just by your side. What feels nice to begin the session. And even though we're beginning the session with body is relatively still, focus on the rhythm of your breath. Even if you're moving with a more quiet breathing pattern, there's still movement internal as you breathe in and breathe out. The breath supporting you all day long. At any time throughout this session, you can come back to this position or rest in child's pose. This isn't about pushing or powering through by any means. I want this entire experience to feel very soothing. You can maintain just a pretty passive breathing cycle. You can feel free to deepen your breathing, but our heart rate, our breathing is never really going to be challenged during this session. Notice the space around you, where you are on your mat, and the internal rhythm of your breath. As you continue breathing, let's align the legs now, so bring the feet to a parallel position. Thighs parallel to one another. And if you have a small set of weights, this is where you'll grab them. If not, you'll do the same motion without weights. Inhale, open the arms across from the shoulders. And exhale, close. So nothing heavy with the weights here. The weights are just going to act as a reminder as the arms are moving. Keep the arms heavy in the shoulder sockets. Rest of the body incredibly still. We'll do 2 more times here. Keep the arms up towards the ceiling. One arm reaches back, opposite arm down to toes. And whenever you're ready, switch sides. So still feel arms heavy in the shoulders, body supported by the mat. Move with your pace so you can go slower. We'll do 1 more time each side. And keep both arms up and bend the elbows wide. Rotate the palms to face up to the ceiling so the elbows are up to the ceiling as well. And reach elbows towards the pelvis and then arms back behind you. Now you don't need to straighten the arms all the way. What we're going for is more of the sensation that the neck is staying incredibly relaxed. Can your arms truly stay parallel rather than elbows dipping down? So we are trying not to have this elbows dipping down motion. If anything, fingers reaching to the floor more than elbows. And go in the range of motion where there's no extra tension in the back or in the neck. And one last time. Reach your arms back up to the ceiling. We'll take the weights off to the side of the mat. Arms by the side of your body on the mat. Press into arms, press gently into feet. Exhale, curl pelvis up, and then roll right back down. So we're beginning just with that pelvic curl again. Now curl pelvis and lower spine off the mat and down. So continue with the sequential curl at your own pace. Maybe every time you come up a little higher. But if it feels better, you can stay with your pelvic curl or pelvic rock. Only coming off the mat as much as feels nice. This isn't about work and effort. It's about the motion of the pelvis and then motion and suppleness of the spinal column. So that may determine your expression. Can you really just sense the shoulders falling open? No need to engage the shoulders and chest. Brow line very soft. Two more times at your own pace. Very nice. Let's grab your resistance band, or you can use a yoga strap as well, or even a belt. Put one foot into your band, elbows and shoulders by your side, and arc the leg all the way down to the floor if that feels comfortable, and then back up. Just go through a range of motion where you really sense the pelvis staying incredibly still and moving leg really anchored by the band. And we'll keep the leg up this next time. If you'd like, extend opposite leg along the mat so legs are more in an L shape. Pelvis continues to stay still as leg crosses and opens. It doesn't matter how far the leg moves. Go more for staying still and center body and at ease as well in center. So the class isn't about effort. And next time the leg comes in center, let's keep it there. And reach the leg forward, bend the thigh in, reach the leg up. Slow bicycle motion. This is where if you have a band, the band will really help you because it stretches with the leg and then helps to pull that leg in as well. Next time leg reaches up, pause, reverse, bend in, reach forward and up. Just going through your range of motion. Pause, leg up. Bend both knees into your chest and switch sides. So start with opposite foot down on the mat. And then leg reaches up for a gentle stretch and start arcing it down and up. Shoulders, upper body stay still. Deep breathing. And keep leg up. If you'd like, extend the opposite leg along the floor if that feels nice. Then take the leg side to side. Just slow motion, maybe a little smaller range of motion than typical. Where can you relax even more? Next time leg comes to center, let's keep it there and go into the bicycle motion. Slow, long bicycle. And next time leg reaches up, you'll pause, reverse the direction. One last time. Very nice. Bend both knees into the chest and take the band off to the side now. Arms by your side, feet go back down onto the mat and pull the legs together, feet staying down. Small rotation with the pelvis to one side and back to center. So this isn't as big as you can go as you take the pelvis side to side. More about keeping upper body nice and still. Just very first rotation of the session. So we don't need anything too big right now. And we'll just do this one last time. Staying center, come up onto hands and knees. Now, if you have a blanket, this might be a really nice place to position the blanket underneath the knees. If you want just a little bit more support, of course. Spread wide through with the fingers. And we're actually going to step the hands forward a touch so that we're shifted beyond where we typically are for our quadruped position. Reach one leg back behind you, press through the heel. So we're shifting back with our arms, then roll over the foot and the toes to go point. So you may need to adjust your foot, and then roll back and stretch. And just continue this back and forth motion. Breathing deeply. We'll do one more time. Then pause. You may need to adjust the hands or bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Reach and lift. Long leg up. Continue breathing. Bend the knee. Heel comes in towards the head. Flex the foot. Maybe lift the leg higher. So into a little bit of work here, but no work in the back. Really try to sense equal weight into the hands. The thigh that you're on, that knee, use that inner thigh a little bit more. Then extend the leg, replace the knee underneath you, switch sides. So you have to walk the hands forward just a little bit, sliding leg back, and then press through the toes. So you're on the top of the foot, and then you reach back, pressing heel back behind you. And continue this slow motion. You definitely want this slow as you reach back for that stretch of the lower leg. What's nice about a session like this is you really control the sensations that you're feeling. And next time we come forward, adjust the hands. So shoulders are right over hands. Lift long leg up. Keep leg lifted. Bend the knee. Continue breathing. Crown of the head forward, spread wide with your collarbones. Equal weight into the hands. Supporting knee, that inner thigh is working for you. Then reach leg long. Lower it down. Replace knee. Very nice. If you have blocks, this will be a nice time to grab yoga blocks. It just lifts the floor up. But many times we do this in the class with no yoga blocks as well. So if you have the blocks, hands on the blocks here, take one foot in front of you. And you're in a lunge stretch. Really sense the length of your spine. Even if your fingers are down on the mat, go tippy toes with your fingers, and lift up nice and tall as possible. Deep breathing. Now we're going to shift our pelvis back. Keep the ball of the foot and toes pressing down. Straighten the front leg to any degree. Just changing the focus area for your stretch now. Whatever leg is back, let that hip come forward. Another breath here. Very nice. Bend the front thigh one more time. Can you get more length in your spine? Longer with your breath. Very nice. Front leg joins back. And switch sides. So opposite side lunge. Allow yourself to breathe deeply in your lunge. Set yourself up for success. You can change the height of the blocks if you have them, the position of your hands. You can adjust where the pelvis is. Get as comfortable as possible. And then just sense release. Keep pressing into the ball of the front foot. Let your pelvis start reaching back to any degree. Keep sensing pelvis reaches back, and that will straighten your front leg. It may not go all the way straight, and that's okay. Continue breathing deeply. Maybe you can soften in the neck, the shoulders. In your next breath, come forward, bending through front thigh. Continue taking your deep breaths here. Getting maybe longer with the spinal column. Very nice. Front leg joins back. Both legs underneath you. Your arms can stay elevated by the yoga blocks if you'd like, or just bring your arms down to the floor. What's nice for you right now, so you can play with that option. Let your arms stay straight as your upper body starts reaching down to the floor. And then back out a little bit. So imagine this as a breathing, that when you breathe in, you lower down a little bit. Breathe out, lift back up. Or flip it, exhale, release and lower. Inhale. Just do a very slow press down and release. Nothing too intense here or forced.